Hello, hello, Guardians. I am Ransom Rider playing my favorite game, Destiny 2. Guardians, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you might be, thank you for hanging out with me. This is my favorite game, Destiny 2. Now, Guardians, I'm getting ready. Cody, K Fizz, Blood Raven, hello, everyone. Hello, hello. All right, now I'm going live, and I am live, but I need to load up some of my screens and get ready because we're doing this, we're doing it, and I'm hoping to get to play with fellow Guardian friend Big because Big needs a lot of grandmasters, and I'm here for it. I need to get signed in to my live chat because I want to be able to hear. I want to be able to hear everyone and what they say. All right, Ransom's live chat. Yes. Now, nope, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Okay, I can see everybody on that screen. Thank you, Blood Raven, Cody. It's good to see you. K Fizz, hello to you, and thank you for supporting my channel for all this time. K Fizz found me way back when. Way back when. Vol, hello, hello. How are you? Now, I've invited Big over. Let me make sure. Yes, I sent him an invite. He's in Trials of Osiris. It's rough, it's tough in there. Trials of Osiris. Not for the faint of heart. Mango Luck. Mango, hello, hello. How are you? Mango, as always, it's good to see you, and thank you for hanging out with me. Mango hails to us all the way from Germany, a German guardian pushing back the darkness. Now, have I picked up everything? I think I've picked it up. I signed in early this morning. I did a few things. I needed to do more things. I've got a lot of stuff that has not been completed. I need to complete it. Now, am I happy on this? No. I want to get changed over to something a little bit different. I'm not going to go that route. I'm going Crux. And let's see. Let's see. Big, can you hear me? Hello, hello. I see Big in chat, but for some reason I can't hear him.
Hello?
Big, how
Can you
are
hear
you,
me?
buddy?
Good.
All right, now Big has been away for a bit, a moment, a jiffy, and he has a lot of stuff to do. Grandmasters specifically, and weapons together, and that's always goals. You know, when you've got a lot of stuff in this game you haven't played, it really gives you goals. And Guardians, I am all about having goals in this game because this season is 12 years long. Calm down, calm down. This season is, really long. It's not up until June, and we move into something new. I hope it's going to be grand. We've got some things coming out that'll be a little bit. They're going to help us. They're going to help ease the pain of a super long half-year season. Now I'm having green tea with lemon. Whatever you're having at home, drink with me. Let's be friends. Q, how are you? Hello, hello. Q, we actually, it looks like we need one. Let me see. Q is triple A S tier. All right, we're going into, which one is this? Big,
We'll
which
do
one?
birthplace.
Void threat. It's squares and circles, which is overload and unstoppable. Squares is going to be solar. Overload is going to be an auto rifle. I did pick up the 7th Seraph carbine this morning. in preparation because I knew that I wanted to play with Big today. Let me make sure that my artifact is still set up correctly. It is. It is. I'm going to have to leave it this way. And I know what a lot of you are thinking. Ransom, Armatarium, yeah, double grenades, double grapple, double shackle, whatever grenade I might be using. I like it. I like it a lot. Now, am I crazy about this? No, I'm going to have to let this go, Eva Levante. You know, I need something else here, and I need this to really jack up, not recovery, but I'm going to need it to jack up my resilience. I need resilience brought on up. Now, let's look and see. I won't need resilience on this, so I can actually go grenade. And overload, auto rifle, hand cannon, no, but I'm going to be using Polaris Lance. And hopefully, Guardians, it's going to do the trick. I think this will do the trick. Big, I think I'm solar stasis. Darn it. I don't want to use stasis. Come on now. We've all been using stasis on and off for the last couple of weeks. It's just not as good as it should be. Q says I have perfected my warlock look. Q, you look really good. Q, straight from the runways of Paris, rocking the Phoenix Protocol with an ornament. Q, you absolutely are ready to push back the darkness. Guardians, notice the detail on this shoulder. This wasn't off the rack. This is bespoke, made just for Q. Now, Q is rocking Polaris Lance and Apex Predator with Reconstruction and Bait and Switch. It's a really good one. You know, I definitely could be rocking that. I have tracking module and bipod, but Reconstruction is absolutely phenomenal. But I'm going to go Crux Termination because I like it, and I too like Crux. I like Reconstruction. But I could get more. I could get more blast damage here. Okay, I'm going to switch out to Apex Predator. Q, welcome in, and Big, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Alrighty. Starting it.
Stasis, solar. Now, the good thing about this is, it's a Grandmaster. They're all good, if difficult and challenging. I could be getting more damage with 7th Seraph if I was running Solar or Stasis, but I use Stasis a lot. And Stasis, Bungie, get in there, get your developers, get those creators working on it. Get Stasis buffed. It's going to have to do more if it's going to compete with some of these other supers. It just, it's feeling lackluster. Now, Guardians, we all know this. We all love it. This is taking place on the Throne World. We were here yesterday. Things got rough. Things got tough. This is a grudge match. And by grudge match, I mean, we've been here and they whooped us. They absolutely whooped us. And that's okay. We're Guardians. We have a ghost. We come back. Now, they are going to be running up this hill. We're going to go down here and find who went down. We're going to go down this hill, and they're going to stomp up that hill. They'll be running up that hill, and we're here to meet them. And we're going to do some damage because this is, it's just madness. It is madness without refrain. And let's get them. He totally missed me. I missed him. It was wild. Get out of here. Flip skimmer. Woo! Osmiomancies now, you know them, you love them. They are the darling of the battlefield. Osmiomancy with those double freeze rays. It's all good. It is all good. All right, now Guardians, as I said earlier, this is a grudge match, and we got to make it work for us. Watch them throw this. You know, they're out to get us. They're trapped here. We're not. We can leave. We have no boundaries. Now, next up, Guardians, a Screeb generator. They think they're going to put us in the circle and make us a target. I've got news for them. We stand in the circle so that we can target them better. And I like it. Screebs are really some of the most vicious little monsters you will ever find on the battlefield. And I am definitely a fan of Screebs. Give me what you got, Screebs. Give me what you got. And they're already coming for me. I don't know where that one went. Now, keep in mind, Guardians, you can activate and step out. You can activate and step out. Especially when you feel a Screeb that's approaching you rapidly. Because they'll come for you. Oh, man, I want that heavy, and I got it. I picked up 2. I'm supered. I'm ready to bring the destructive power of a Titan to the battlefield. Watch them jump. You know who we have to thank for these enemies? The Scorn. Uldren Sov. We have Uldren Sov to thank for this. He stuck his awoken fingers into places where they should not have been, and now we have Scorn, and it was all at the provocation of the Witness. Ultimately, we know that the Witness has been a world destroyer, has wiped out races, all in his quest to really take over all known universes. I don't like it. You don't like it. We don't stand for it. We know that most likely the Witness was instrumental in the creation of the Vex, and the Vex probably moved beyond his control. And he's Dark Ether. I mean, it had to come from the Witness, right? But Guardians, the Witness is not the same as the darkness. The Witness is powerful. He's ever present in our thoughts right now because he's eating away at the Traveler. But ultimately, he's not the big bad. The darkness ultimately is the bad. We got a jumper. Woo, we got rid of that one. Jacques, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you. Look at all of those being thrown at me from the lower level. It's like people in the bottom level throwing popcorn up to the second level. Jacques, I think this is going to be a really good day. We've got a lot of Grandmasters. Big is going for a gilding. And I know that he wants this behind him so he can start focusing on some other things. And we know that probably the new raid will be what, June the 14th?
Yeah.
If Bungie follows what they normally do, the new raid will be around June 14th. Big has already confirmed to me in a off-camera conversation that he and his normal team, they're working on it. They will start practice. Teamwork. It's a big portion of it, Guardians,
Alright,
is
see, let's drop
communication. And you have to really get in and you have to do raiding. You have to do things together as a team
Ransom, I'm next to you.
so that you can actually be ready. Just lots and lots of... Did he fully heal up? Just lots of preparation. And the best teams, they play together constantly leading up to raids. And that gives them an advantage because they know each other's strengths, they know each other's weaknesses, they know what to expect out of their teammates, they have really worked on those lines of communication, and they go in with hundreds and hundreds of hours of playtime together. And that gives them an advantage that's really necessary if you want to win. Now, ultimately, yeah, who doesn't want to go in and say, I got this in competition mode, right? I got it in competition mode. But a lot of us, we are happy with just seeing new environments, working out new mechanics, and having the fun that's offered at a less rigorous pace. All right, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to really try to bomb them from afar with a couple of rockets. Because we need to take them down. Remember, this is screebs everywhere. And we don't want a lot of screebs here. Why did that go over there? Look at those two big guys down there. Get off the battlefield. Now what happens, that totem offers immunity. And we don't want those guys to be immune. We want them to burn up. We want them to burn where they stand. Now remember, it's every 5th shot. Whoa! Screams! Now, Guardians, if you've seen me talking about this, you ultimately know that I think it would be a really good time to have Grandmaster Plus, totally optional Grandmaster Plus, and put a few Screebs as champions. Let's get a few Unstoppable and Overload Screebs stomping around. Maybe some of those baby Screebs again. I want baby Screebs back. They were terrifying. Baby Screebs are the things that nightmares are made of. You know, Bloomhouse, A24 Studios, it's what they like to put into their horror movies. They need baby Screebs. Screebs.
We're going right.
We're going right. On my way, on my way. Now remember, with Polaris Lance Guardians, it's every 5th shot. In your scope, you can actually watch the mechanism. It will light up to tell you when you're approaching that 5th shot. And you need to get these as headshots. Now, I can already tell... No! He's behind us!
Behind us. Oh, okay.
Now, I can already tell Big has shaken the rust off. And he's been lubed up and ready for battle. The light has spread throughout, and he's on it, and he's in it to win it, Guardians. Now, I have been playing with Big for a very long while, since back in the early days of me actually going on and showing my face. I've been playing with Q for a very long time. Oh man, the access ramp. I love this part. I love it. But Guardians, I'm not actually going to use a lot of rockets here because we need them to beat the big guy. Because once we clear out this mess, we will be going on to face the big guy. Remember, Dark Ether Burn is real. It's real powerful. It's real deadly. And it's going to be really in your face. So use caution here, Guardians. When you're coming into this, you know, we are in a well of radiance that just dissipated. But these abominations, aka they're really like some type of freak ogre, they're deadly. They're deadly because of the reach that they have. And they still have, you know, like a mini boss. And you can see that dark ether burn hitting me from way outside the range it would normally hit me. And here we have another one. And notice they have peanut-sized heads. These monsters, they don't have a normal-sized head, and a lot of monsters actually have really big heads. Bungee monsters have little tiny heads because, Guardians, they don't want you to get the headshot. That's why Divinity really became so important. And Guardians, ultimately, the Witness and all those millions of heads that keep bubbling out, every single one of them will be a crit shot if you're using Divinity. And that's a good thing, to think about getting a lot of crit shots on the nasty Witness. We're coming for you, Witness. There is no hiding. There is no escape. There is not a pyramid ship left that's going to be able to save you once we turn our attention on you and we find that pathway in. Crow right now is putting down beacons. We know that Hawthorne is going to be so happy with more beacons. And we're going to find it. We're going to find our way in. Sabathoon wished it so. So it will happen. Watch him run. And he's basically immune already, which means we're going to be transported. Oh no, there he is. He's taking some damage. I'm getting those face shots, Guardians. We're trying to light him up. Watch my gun. Watch the scope. It lets me know when there's going to be that really special bullet that's going to do the damage. And we just got pushed back. We're going to have just a barrage of Screeves. They're coming for us. And when you run in to punch one of these Guardians, keep in mind the explosive power of a Screeb. You don't want to mess with it. Not really. Reloading, reloading. Woo! New York Aster, how are you, buddy? Stone Mason, it's good to see you. Death Stench, hello, hello. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm just real excited to be here with the Big Nut and with Q. Now we do need to get this champion out of the way so that we can get those weapons to drop. I couldn't resist, Guardians. It weakened me. See what I did to myself? I could have been deathless. I could have been deathless. I had to punch him in the face. It's who I am. It's just in me. It's my upbringing. I'm a light bearer. We see evil and we want to knock it down. Stone Mason, what are you up to? How are those bills coming out? I know you're working on them for your channel. Stone Mason is a content creator. Q is a content creator. A Big Nut is a content creator. There are a lot of content creators that come by and hang out. And you know what? I'm glad, because Guardians, I rely on content creators to help me sometimes get through difficult content. Woo! Run, Guardian, run! All right, I got a few. Let's put a few into him. He is going to, pitch us back one more time. And there he went immune. We're going to the right. Everything you own in a box to the right. There's a song about it. Osmiomancy, I want to really just shake the hand of the Bungie developer, creator that said, hey, let's put some ice crystals on the battlefield and let's have them shoot ice. Yeah, Bungie, they need a raise. They need a raise. Whoa, he punched me. Eat on that, monster. No, they got me from the side. Guardian down. Guardian down. I shouldn't have focused on him for that long. I know that this place is rife with danger. It's rife with danger. Word of the day, rife. Thank you, Q. Thank you.
I helped this champion. I have nothing this time. Oh, we have to kill the champion! Kill the champion! Kill the champion! Kill the champion!
No! I was
all
working
good.
on him as hard as I could with my overload, but it did not suffice. It was insufficient.
What do we even get?
You mean we got every single overload, we missed one and didn't get it? Come on, there should be a little bit of forgiveness. Bungie, a little bit of wiggle room. Give us some wiggle room. Let's give those commendations. And you're not able to run that again, are you, Big? Because you finished it.
It's all good. We got plat.
All right. I didn't see a sword drop.
I got a sword.
But the season is long. Guardians, all this stuff comes back around. It will come back around.
All right, I'm gonna take a sorbet.
Big, let's do another one, buddy. Let's knock them out till there are no more. Show them the power of the light. Now, Guardians, it's cold out here today. You know, it was swimwear weather yesterday. It's cooler out today. But I get involved in gaming. My temperature gets up. You know, I start feeling the heat. Now I'm like, I need some AC in my room. I need AC because you get heated in battle. The battle, you just get heated. Now let's look at this. It's barrier and unstoppable. We had overload prior. And the burn is void. So let me get ready for some void. Burn. Which one is this, Big?
The moon.
Oh my gosh. This one is so fun. I'm going to say, you know, I made this solo to the boss over and over again, even off camera, and I couldn't get the second phase completed because I had to deposit orbs. And it's no fun when you can't do that. Sidearm. I don't want a sidearm, but I will equip a sidearm all the same. I know that Polaris Lance is huge here, so I think I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to go Crux Termination because I like that the fact that it's going to take out a lot of those arc shields. I do believe, wait a minute, Strand Loader? No. Let's get Solar Loader in here, Guardians, because I really like for my Polaris Lance to load as quickly as it possibly can. So let's go Solar Loader. And I think I can get 2 of those on. And that's going to give me a little bit of advantage. And this one is so tough that you want that advantage. It's void, but there's also, remember, you know, they're going to be spewing solar at you as well. And if I remember correctly, it's quite a bit solar mixed in with all this. You're going to get basically everything in this one. They need to tell you they're going to throw everything. I'm ready. Oh, now wait a minute. I don't want the grapple here. I want shackle because... Oh, no, wait a minute. I need grapple. If I try to make it to the top, I need grapple. I'm ready. I'm ready. But Guardians, what I did the last time, I went through this a couple of days ago. I really tried to stay over on the side and give ground support because it's rough in here. You're going to face a lot of enemies, and they're going to have health bars that you will not be accustomed to unless you do these Grandmasters over and over again. Solar Surge, Stasis Surge, again, I guess that's on everything this week because that's basically what we're seeing over and over again. Overcharged shotgun. Oh, I'm so tempted to throw a shotgun into the mix. But I'm going to stick with my hand. I'm going to stick with my sidearm. Darn it. All right, I'm ready. I am ready. Guardians, Indecision. It can get you in the game. Indecision. Now, I know that these Scorn will run up in my face. The Hive will run up on me. And a shotgun is so implemental in a good build because you can just shotgun them, take them out quickly. When I go back into D1 and play Destiny, the original Destiny, I find now that I really like my shotguns. There's a Taken shotgun inside of D1 that I love. I use it all the time. And when I originally played D1, full confession, I avoided shotguns because it's kind of hand-to-hand combat. But now, as I've gotten, experience inside the game, shotguns and hand cannons, they're your friend. They are your friend.
Cabal intel suggests that the Cosmodrome has become a light
Q,
storage
is that the
facility
name
for
of it?
time.
Oh my gosh, I love that thing. I don't take it off inside of Destiny now. I just leave it on all the time. Oh, now this is Cosmodrome. I was thinking Moon. This one's still awful.
Oh,
because
I read
this
it wrong.
this
My bad.
is the vision of Savathun as, some ghostly apparition. It's not really Savathun. I did this a couple of days ago with Exotic, and man, oh man, was it ever just really rough because of those Savathuns and how you have to work it. And these are going to be Lucent Hive. Now, we do have weapons designed specifically for Lucent Hive. The thing that's key on this one is knowing where the ships are going to drop the enemy, because there will be a lot of snipers. This will have snipers on the left, there will be snipers on the right, and we have to follow the party bus here all the way to the point where it explodes to try to take these guys down. And I'm glad that I am glad that I have on my arc. Snipers are out. And the quicker we can get this thing to its destination, the better. If you're soloing this, use your super once it activates and follow the little party bus. And the up top on this next part, don't jump up because it will activate all the witches. I'm gonna grab big as fast as I can because we've got another load of monsters on the way, and I'm not super just yet. I'm not super.
That's my bad.
I'm gonna grab big as fast as I can.
else
The
big on that?
snipers are thick in this area, and they're gonna come for you. And believe me, Guardians, they are one hit. They are one hit, so it's a slide, duck, run, and shoot from afar. As soon as we can get this to its destination, we're going to be not having to worry about those snipers coming in. And we're going to have the mech suit is going to drop any minute. And it's a real tough way. But Big, when this moves up, don't jump up top because you'll activate all the witches and the hive guys that are going to be really bad.
All right.
And if you don't jump, they won't activate. Woo! I'm trying to avoid it as hard as I can, Guardians. But we've got to get this stuff to come down because the mech suit is what we're looking for here. Snipers are out. Who keeps shooting at me? Who is that? I see him. I see him. He's on the roof and he is gone. Woo! Mech suit is out. Now, this guy does not have a crit spot until we start breaking his armor apart. We've got a boatload of aliens coming in on the left. There will be Hive that will come forward on the right-hand side. But luckily, we don't have to be concerned about the Hive Knights or the Witches because we've not gone up on the roof. Now, I have been in here with Exotic and Hexy, and wow, was it tough because at that point, we didn't realize what would happen if you jumped up on the roof. That should have tracked right for him, Guardians. Woo! They're after me. Orbs, I need them. We're going to have another servitor that's going to come down at us.
Q behind you.
You're up. You are up. And these little bombers need a crit shot. I'm gonna say the bad part out loud. They need a critical shot. We're robbed by them not having one. No! Snipers! Snipers on the building to the right. Ugh! Guardian down. Guardian down. Woo! You are right, Cajun Gamer. Shooter on the grassy knoll. I didn't want to do this, but I'm going to have to be the river. Come on, payload. We need you to move on around the corner so we can stop them spawning in. Woo, and we just had explosive popcorns emerge onto the field. The Hive are active. Gonna be a lot of unstoppables coming at us in just moments. There is a heavy crate that will activate to the left of the party wagon. And we will have Lucent Hive here. This is a Lucent Hive battleground. So prepare, Guardians. Prepare. I'm going to open up the heavy crate. We also have Shriekers on the battlefield. There's 2 on the left and the right. And we will have to remember to take down the Ghost. We have Unstops. Take them down, Guardians. Woo! Overloads are out. Or barriers. Ooh, witchy woman. Let's burn her up with Polaris Lance. Yay! Get out of here, little guy. Get out of here. That was smooth and creamy like good cheesecake. Good cheesecake. Now, the room coming up, Guardians, it's difficult. It's challenging. This will be very difficult to achieve here. The door is the safest place, but it's hard for 3 Guardians to work their magic outside of the door. But it's kind of like what we need to do to survive this. And remember, we're going to be getting lots of champions in this room. Lots of champions. You're up, you're up. And this ogre blast, ooh, watch that. Look, I'm almost died there. He almost got me. I'm still trying to revive. I'm still trying to revive. Why doesn't he stun? Finally, finally. The whale is out. Whale is out. Here comes the overload. No, he slammed down on me. Ugh. Unstop, unstop. Not the overload, the unstop. They're all the same, though. Stun them, take them out. Whew. That hurt, Guardians. It hurt real bad. I'll probably have a limp for several days after that hit. No, there's 2 down. 2 down. Nice, smooth move, Q. Very smooth. We've got a vile witch up spewing hatred on the battlefield. Lucent Malls, the heavy is open.
Guardian down.
That dude just like wiped me. Is it arc damage?
Yeah.
Arc singe? Okay, that makes sense. Grab this heavy before it goes away. Oh, the well is gone.
Woo! And there's still a boatload of them out there, Guardians. They are hungry for victory. Why are they even here? Shouldn't they be on the throne world? Woo, Lucent Malls. Oh, Guardians, I can breathe. Now, we know that this Hive guy, powerful, and he has got a shield throw that will launch itself and travel between planets. That's how strong it is. It's rough. It is rough.
Once you find him, the Guardian will be the one to
Teamwork got us through that, but watch out for his shield, Guardians. All we need to do is weaken him. The big scions will come in and do some voodoo magic, and they will pull him into a dreamscape, and then they're probably going to pull us in, and it's a nightmare. Not a dream, a nightmare. And we will be facing, the spirits of Sabathun. All right, that did it. That did it. Whee! It's like your favorite ride at the carnival. Now, I'm gonna go forth and use my super on him when he comes up. And then I'm going to run back. Before my super runs out, I'm going to run as fast as I can. Because he's going to be spewing awfulness my way.
I really thought I was dead there.
look at him. Watch him throw those shields. And he'll have like 200 of them. I don't even think Well of Radiance can fully protect us if he decides, you know, that we get hit. Big, there's a witch out there. I don't know if you can see her or not.
Yeah, I see her.
He's running for you. Whoa! He's slinging the shield. He can't help himself, Guardians. It's all he knows how to do. Now we're going to get an unstop here. This is the first of several of these aspects of Savathûn. The unstop is on the battlefield. No, she got me. I was moving left and right. I should have jumped, though. I should have jumped. I moved right into it.
Ransom, I'm safe to get.
All right, let me get this. Let me get the overload, and I will come down and grab you.
Everything just splash damage.
Woo, the overload's still out. He was hidden. They just don't do the damage that they used to, Guardians. That's all I can say. They don't do the damage they used to. I've got to get one of those, Guardians, because we just simply can't damage her without it. And what I have to be aware of is the fact that she's going to pull in armies.
Guardian down.
Where is she? You're going to have to stand still, ma'am. We can end this nightmare for you. Now, he loves to hide over there, but remember, chat, we've got 2 more Savathûnis to go through. Not the real one, you know, a cheap imitation, but still. The costume she wears is just as ugly as the real Savathûn, and she's deadly. Now, I love it when he stands where we can get such a good aim on him. I cannot believe how lucky those hits were with him standing in the full open. He was being pummeled, felt good, looked good, was good. Now, once we get him to a certain level, he's going to activate the next two Savathoons. And there he goes. There he goes. And it's always good to go for the one on the left because that seems to be the safest area to pick one up. And I have to watch for her and get this overload. And I cannot put a shield down because she will spit her aggression straight for me if I put a shield down. Alright, it's safe. It is safe out there as it will get. It's as safe as it will get.
Guardian down.
I moved an inch. I'm safer. I love these cheaper guns. Are they gonna kill you?
Now, Guardians, you see me running, and that's okay because, you know, we've got to make sure. No! Leave me alone, old girl. Woo! That barrage was designed to take me out. Look at that. Yay, she's gone. Now we cannot be as concerned, although the one on the right is still deadly.
Bro. That's got sniped.
I was trying to get him. He ran up on the side over there and got you with a hit. I do think that's the little guy that got you right there. He's gone. Or was it Savathuni? Guardians, the sad thing is here, you know, you basically have to have the only thing that does damage is that prepared weapon that they ripped off. The Hive ripped this off from Mars, from Escalation Protocol. Now he's going to come back with a vengeance. You see him in the middle of the battlefield. But we are in the home stretch. But don't underestimate his ability here. He's something else. And witches are on the battlefield. Legions of Hive have been pulled in, probably from the moon. These were extras that were in the lounge on the moon. And he's always hiding. You know, every chance he gets, he's going to hide. And he's going to start slinging. I've got you.
There's one wizard behind that. Just
No! Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. He got me. Ulanath. Ulanath. Get out of here, Ulanath. Ulnath. Unpronounceable name. Recall on that. The Big U. That's what his name should be. The Big U. Oh, mango, there's something in there. There's something, you know, sugar, a sugar packet, a piece of candy. Nice teamwork, Guardians. Nice teamwork.
what are you doing?
And here he is. See, he's been here all along, and we were trapped in that little noggin. And that should be another. That should be another sword.
You'd let me know if I needed to come to your rescue, right? You'd hear someone screams, certainly.
Yes, and it was, and multiple exotics. I'll take them. I'll take them.
Not in any military sense. They're more disorganized than we realized. They're not
But mango, ants, you know,
beside them.
ants are, you know, picnic friends. But I know you want rid of them. You don't want them to amass. You know, a mass of ants is no good. But they love sugar. They're attracted to sugar and water. So a piece of candy or, you know, something could be there that you don't know. All right, let me get some commendations out. How did I do? Q with 289. I had 96. Big with 105. The scores were 100 to 232. Q, thank you for leading the team. Let's go into another one. Let's go into another one. We're clearing out the Grandmasters today inside of Destiny 2. Guardians, thank you for hanging out with me. The times are rough right now. The times are rough, and that's okay. You know, they're going to get better. They will get better. It gets better. As soon as we can get the witness gone, you know, things will improve slightly. Maybe you and I, we can have a picnic somewhere in the EDZ.
Itchy.
Hypernet current, I love. This is going to be unstop and overload. Now, as much as I love Polaris Lance, and I do, you know I do, Guardians, I'm going to go in and I'm going to use Malfeasance because all the last half of this and the big important parts, they are taken. And remember, on your weapons, you're going to want that taken spec. It is a weapon mod. It's going to allow you to just do a lot more damage. And get that from the Last Wish. It is obtainable even without doing the raid, so don't hesitate to go in and get that. So now it's Unstop and Overload. Overload is going to be an auto rifle. Okay, so I've got the Unstop, and for auto rifle, I'm going to go Amit with Incandescent. Burn them down. I'm ready. I am ready. Q, how did we make it without Polaris Lance? Because I got that thing on Mars like 150 years ago. You know, Anna Bray told me, Ransom, go get it. And I did. And I vaulted it, then I deleted it and haven't used it until this season when all of a sudden it's right up there with Wishender. It's right there with Wishender. Now, Hypernet Current is one of my favorite Grandmasters. I have run this with Q on Grandmaster and with Big on Grandmaster. This is a good one. Yeah, the fifth shot is what turns it into, you know, a devastating machine on the battlefield. It just is that good. And I don't even know how you get it today. Maybe you buy it out of one of the vending machines on the tower, or the vending machine on the tower for past exotics. But it's a must-have. It is a must-have. Now this one's rough because the first battlefield, Q has soloed this. I have made it to the boss room where all those blights and a little miner taken, a little thrall guy, sliced and diced me behind one of the magic stones. I fell over and it ruined my chances. I do have video of trying to make it there. And I didn't. And then I practiced off camera. And I never completed it. But did I have a good time? I sure did. Now, luckily, I have completed, some Grandmasters. And I really feel good about that. Because it lets me know, if someone that was just absolutely has been rotten for so long can complete it. Guardians, you can too. You can too. Just practice. Practice it. Lots of difficult areas inside of this Grandmaster. The boss room is particularly very tough. And this next open battlefield area, because we have a Tormentor. Now keep in mind, there are weapons designed to do increased damage against Tormentors. That being said, they probably aren't, the weapons that work here as far as champion mods. But these craniums can be your friend. If you can carry a cranium over into the battlefield with this Tormentor, it is so powerful against the Tormentor. And then when we go on to the little speedway later on in this, you definitely need a cranium to deactivate the boopers on that taken Vex style bridge. Now remember, Malfeasance takes about 5 bullets to activate, so keep that in mind. Keep it in mind. I'm going to hold on to this cranium because I know that I'm dealing with triple S-tier gamers here. Big is phenomenal, and Q, every time I've ever been in one of these with Q, just exceptional gameplay. Absolutely exceptional. Gonna have a few Cabal in this next little area. It's a transitional area. And then we're gonna have a lot of Cabal mixed in with the Tormentor. And these Cabal, they're not even real. These Cabal are clones. They're clones.
Are forcing Taken into that Vex pocket.
The VexNet uses similar gateways as the Cloud Arc, which means they could infiltrate the network and gain access to the Veil.
Taken are relentless, especially under the Witness's control. We need to get in there and stop them.
Oh man, I should have just jumped. I should have ran with Q and got that. Now the thing about this guy is he will pull your super from you. It's an infuriating mechanic in the game. The Tormentor will suck your super right out of you. Where I'm standing right now is a good spot as you're trying to solo this, but ultimately just get a lot of bullets on the battlefield. They are your friend. Bullets on the battlefield. We need a bard to write a song. Bullets on the battlefield. I got you. I got you. Guardians, you've heard me talk about it in my live streams before. It's all right to go down. You know, you're here with a team. You know, it's A-okay as long as you've got revives. Now, you have seen me in situations where there were no revives, and then it gets a little bit more difficult. And I have used stasis here, you know, definitely thinking it was going to be my friend, but Strand is just too good. It's just too good to bypass Strand in this, and we've got to get that champion. That unstop, he's gone. Let's get some of that Scorch applied to him. Or Radiant, rather. And he's very angry. He's very angry. And he got part of my super. He did not get it all.
The Vex portal is clear. Let's follow those taken and remove them from the system.
Hey, Guardian? I'm not sure just how much damage these Taken can do, but hopefully we can beat them to the punch. The Cloud Arc is built on the
Nimbus, we want Rohan back. We need Rohan to get a ghost. If all those ghosts can revive Hive, why don't we just ask a floaty ghost? We're going to say, hey, you need to pull Nimbus back. You know, a bunch of your brothers awoke Hive and brought him back, and now we're going to need you to bring back Rohan. And we're going to let Nimbus, you know, have the news that he can't just sit on the tower for the rest of his days. Because they only live, what, 10 years? Two good things came out of Neo Muna. This strike and Strand. The rest of it, they can have it. I never have liked the fact that the people, you know, stay hidden underneath the planet's surface in some type of stasis. And all they want to do is lay down there as we're out here working to protect a city that they will never occupy. I don't know that they can be revived. They might be frozen down there forever. Ooh, that spell. The Hive Voodoo is so good, you know, and Guardians, magic is just science we don't understand. So, you know, when the Hive are doing all of their magic deeds, we just haven't figured it out yet. That's all there is to it. GP Red, how are you, buddy? Chat, I'm not ignoring you. We're just in high demand, non-stop grandmasters over and over and over as we work to help big guild his title. All right, now somebody has a cranium. Oh, Cajun Gamer, I think you're probably right. I like... Oh, I was going to try to get that. I think you're right. Now, you can go for those little guys and get some extra points if you need it. I have, you know, stopped here on the bridge, the Skyway, and just had a little fun with them. I've had a little fun. I don't know if the Taken can ever really be... oh, no. But it'll pull you forward. It'll pull you forward. I don't know if the Taken can ever really be taken out.
I'm doing the, what's it called? The skimmer thing, and my character just like totally dropped midair. Like just dropped.
What happened? Were you on the stream?
No. Like I was in between a gap.
It will pull you forward, I do believe, right here. But I've had that happen in Prophecy. And couldn't get off of it. I could not get off of my skimmer. But I think they fixed some of those problems, but I don't know if they did or not. You know, they wanted to. I don't know if they ever did. No! There went my heavy. Had this thing been shoot to loot, I would have had it. I would have had it. Look at all these champions, Guardians, just, you know, all over the place. And why are the Vex allowing them to be here? This doesn't make any sense as to why the Vex wouldn't put a stop to this. Now, this should pull you through here, Big. I thought it should have pulled you through already. But the Vex, why are they letting this go? I think they just, you know, they stir up bad wherever they go. It's their programming, you know, it is their programming.
The Taken haven't even been here very long, and they've still managed to take over this Vex pocket.
They're fitting allies for Callus, infesting any space they're found in. If we'd waited any longer, this would have been much worse.
Yeah. I don't even want to think about that.
Alright, we're going to have some ogres come in, and they're not happy. They're not happy to see us. We're not happy to see them. It's mutual unhappiness. It's rare, but it does happen. Alright, we have one more champion. They heal up so quick, Guardians. It's really frightening. I mean, I'm so glad that Bungie decided to really give us overload rocket launchers, and I think it was because the main guy at Bungie that we interact with as a community got taken down by an overload champ. It was a sweet sight. It's, you know, it's fun to see those guys get taken out on occasionally, because it just, you know, reinforces the idea of, you know, even the very best gamers go down. They go down.
Guardian down.
Now, over here where I'm standing, Guardians, this is kind of a good place for the boss area, because you're going to face a lot of really rough characters. You know, you don't want to run into these guys in the back alley, because you're going to need some of your friends, or you've got to have exceptional weapons and training to come out of this standing. And you can see, you know, she's slinging all kinds of stuff at us. And there will be axiom darts just in a few moments. She's going to jump here to the back, and she will absolutely throw down with axiom darts.
Guardian down.
And remember, these things slow you and turn you into a target. Very difficult to deal with. Let me see if I can't access this cranium. Why did it do that? Cranium, you saw me coming over your way. Incoming, lots and lots of incoming.
Guardian down.
I just got hit with 3 taking hobgoblins at the
Guardian
same
down.
time.
Woo! Axiom darts! Ugh! It's not what's for dinner. And they're throwing stasis at us? Who's the monster doing that? And Guardians, the best spot here is far in the outfield. You know, it gives you time to get those axiom darts out of the way because the closer they get to you, the faster they travel. You see them moving through. They have targeted Q. They have a mind of their own. She will move to the outfield, and she will bring in another wave of enemies as soon as we get more damage done to her. Things will have another really rough spot.
You ready to teach?
And I think we're going to have another bunch of craniums dropping in as soon as she moves. Now, the good thing about Polaris Lance, even when you hit one of those Axiom darts, it's going to consider itself really, you know, a target. So you would get ammo returned. Woo! All right, she's getting ready to move. Guardians, we have to take these all down. So many of them. And then here comes your big push. And I want to grab a cranium and see if I can't get some of these, some damage done on her. And take out these champions. I'm being targeted. Look at all of them. Got you, Big. You're up. I got you. And she's gone. Get out of here. Woo! Take that back to your commanders, Miss Vex.
And we're back in business. Defenses are back up and taken or cleared out.
Guardians, smooth. It was very smooth, like the finest French butter. It was good. It was smooth. 23 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. 007. Hello, hello. Oh, my gosh. Yo. Kratos, how are you, buddy? Let's get these out. Commendate. Remember to commendate. Now, how did I do? 58, Big 89, Q 203, Q with 204,000 points. Way to lead the team, Q. Way to lead the team. Big, what's next, buddy? What's next? Oh, I probably need to go to the tower. My postmaster is popping up.
And the last one is the heist moon.
Okay, actually, that one's good. It is good. My favorite one, I think, is Lake of Shadows, and then I like HyperNet Current this season. Lake of Shadows, I love it because the cheese is obtainable. It is definitely obtainable to hit that outside wall, and if you have a blinding grenade launcher, you can actually take the long way round. Cue the music. Cue the music. Take the long way round. But it is fun for that reason because it gives you a lot of options. Now I need to go into the corrupted and practice, my swinging. I guess it's like this: my swinging with Strand, because when I got that to activate yesterday, I had a blast. So check out that video from yesterday. I used my Titan in the corrupted, and I used that special cheese that is featured on Cheese Forever. He had a really good one. Man, oh man. This thing is overflowing. I am going to have to go over and decrypt an exotic. Guardians, if you've watched any of my videos, you know I like to hoard exotics and open them all up at one time. Thinking someday I will get a Lorelei Splendor Helm better than what I've got. I've had like 25 of them drop, and none of them are any good. So I keep waiting. I'm going to clear all this up, and then I have one with Tess. These are all just going to be a delete. If I stop and look at them for any length of time, if it's a weapon, I'm thinking, oh, I could use that. There's situations where I could use that. Like this geodetic HSM, you lunge further with it, and it's so handy inside of Crota's End. It's very handy. But I'm going to delete it. I am going to delete it because I just like to strand it up inside of Crota's End. Let me go over and see Tess. Hello, Tess.
Take a look.
I'm going to have to pick it up first. It should have just auto went over there if I had room. All right, Tess, give me something I've never had before. Come on now. Oh, she did. Something polar dance. I'm a dancer. Now, I've got a lot of exotics here. Let's get this moved out. Do I want to keep any of these swords? I definitely am a fan of attrition orbs. Big fan. I am a big fan. But I'm not going to keep that. I have too many of these. Pugilist, Relentless Strikes, Collective Action. I'm going to pop that and get rid of it.
Done. Transfer.
All right, and I'm getting a lot of exotics to drop here. Second chance, your shield throw melee. It needs to be better. For this to be an exotic, it needs to slam 3 of them out at a time. Point contact, gain melee energy, and create lightning strikes with thunderclap. I'm going to take that out. Delete. This is also a delete. Oh, faded. Yes, I had a good time. Luckily, I heard Q inside of the live stream chat. Not really, but, in my mind, Q came through and said, stop using indebted kindness. Stop. And it popped up, and I actually saw the message. Or otherwise, I would have probably killed myself with indebted kindness. All right, we're going into the one on the moon.
Yes, we are.
What do we need? Is it the same thing?
Let me check.
Now, I like this one on the moon. This is barrier and overload? Or it's unstop, isn't it?
Barrier. Yeah.
barrier, piercing sidearms, which I'm a big no. But guess what, Guardians? We get to use Polaris Lance in here. It will burn everything up. Just absolutely burn them up. And there's a lot of witches in here. There's a lot of scorn. The last big boss area, you know, we can strand it up to the platform. I've actually been in this with Q and with Big on separate occasions. This is a really good one. A really good one. What's the burn?
The burn is void. Well, it's void threat, and then we have stasis surge and solar surge.
Awesome. Awesome. So I need to go over to Apex Predator to get that solar burn. Polaris Lance with solar. Overloads, auto rifle, and my rocket. And I'm going to use strand. Because maybe I could double strand it up there. I am... Void and arc damage. What's the incoming burn, did you say?
Void.
Okay, void. Okay, I do have void on. But remember, Guardians, there's going to be a lot of solar on this battlefield. There's going to be a lot of arc. You're basically going to be hit with everything that they can throw at you. We have a Death Tongue Chorister. He normally falls off the side of the map, but sometimes he comes back. There is a ledge where he falls off, and if he catches the ledge, he comes back up. If he misses the ledge, then you don't have to worry about him. But depending on if you have your super or not, you can take him down, but it spawns a lot of unstoppable ogres. This initial open air battlefield that we're going to be going to is loaded with champions and wizards and thrall and you name it, it's here. The only thing that we're not going to be facing is there will be no Taken. So you won't need that Taken spec, Taken mod. You know, I really like Quicksilver Storm here because you get 3 free grenades. What's not to like? But I am going to go in, and because I'm using Strand and it is one of the surges, I'm going to get bonus damage with my auto rifle because it does not have an affinity to stasis or strand. I want that. I want that bonus. And then I'm going to get a solar bonus with Polaris Lance and Apex Predator. I think I'm good. I'm good. Oh, Old Man Rogue, I will tell you what, they're both excellent inside of Trials of Osiris. I've been to the tower many times with Big, and I have played Trials of Osiris with Q multiple times, and they would be a win-win for me because Guardians, as you know, and I know this about myself, I have big room for improvement in PvP, and I would need to play PvP more. And in the last couple of weeks on the nighttime edition of my live stream, I have been taking in crews into PvP private matches to just try to improve my game because I'm so bad at it. I'm just so bad at it. And I feel like I've gotten a little bit better. You know, the reason I have Suros Regime is to just try to do better in there. I really want to do better in there. Having said that, I like hand cannons in there. I just feel like hand cannons, they feel good to me. They feel good. Now we're going in, and I think this will complete all of the Grandmasters that Q will need. Grab a beverage, sit back, relax. I know this is a Saturday, and I want you guys to have a good time as we suffer inside this Grandmaster for the Traveler. We do it for the light. We do it for the light.
Ordering some McDonald's. Yeah.
Hand cannons are getting buffed on Tuesday. I need to go back and read it because a lot of these, this week in Destiny, there's been so much information the last couple of weeks, like novels worth. But I love that hand cannons are getting buffed. Will that apply to the exotics, Q? Will the exotics apply to them? Oh, Faded, we need to plan, a big raid tonight. I've not raided all week long. There's been no raid. And we need to plan one.
All right, Guardian. This is a smash and grab.
Now, this feels like home because I lived here for a long time, just making it to the boss room, one time after another. And I used a lot of weapons here, a lot of weapons. And I will say that Polaris Lance was, without a doubt, the absolute epitome of what a weapon can do here damage-wise. Additional word of the day, epitome. Now, the thing that can get you, it can sneak up on you, this little snippet of time. Rasputin is active via that tower over there, and he will absolutely burn you up with his little laser beam. And they just blocked the damage of the Death Tongue Chorister, but that's alright, because we will get him. Of course, it had to reload. Look at them. They, it's Tweedledee, Tweedledum. They just hopscotch in and out in front of one another. That little Death Tongue Chorister is not going to live for long over there on his little perch. You're going down, buddy. Bye! Now remember, it's still active, and there could be a couple of... Here they are. See, they popped in at the last minute. They were late. Obviously, we got them while they were on their lunch break, and they were resistant to come in. And they really should have stayed away, because now we're going to work them down. And we do need to get the champion that spawns here before we take out the big guy. Yes, it's so nice to see them fall over. DED. Give them a to-go box, Guardians. Give them a to-go box.
You're welcome.
Now, if you're doing this solo, you don't have to be as concerned about the champions. You want that completion ultimately. But that champion normally hides around the back. And it's easier to take down, the boss there, the mini boss. Oh, Q said they're going to buff hand cannons. I need to go back and read barcode. I need to go back and read it. But Faded, I will mention it to Vol, and maybe we can do one. Now, this area that we're coming up to, it's a battlefield that's mainly Scorn. I think everything that we're going to face now is going to be Scorn in this next section, with a lot of unstoppables. This is a real challenge coming up if you're soloing this. There is a little spot where you can just stand and do tons of damage, as long as you don't move from it. If you move from it, they target you, and they will put the hurt on you. And this guy sends a lot of little grenades out. They're very, very deadly. And he has a lot of friends that are going to do some damage to you. The hallways are dangerous, is what I'm trying to say. They're dangerous. And this room has Hubcap Annie. And Hubcap Annie, you cannot penetrate her, steel hubcap that she's carrying. It must be off of a 1965 Cadillac. It's thick, and you cannot penetrate it. Now, that being said, right over there where I'm shooting, you can stand in that, and you will stay alive. It's like you're inside of a steel trench, and it's a great place to be to just, offer up tons of damage. But you have to remember here, there's a lot of snipers. A lot of snipers. They're throwing void hubcaps at you. And you don't want that. You don't want that. Shoot to loot is really important in this if you're soloing it. Especially in the boss room where you might be up really high.
Down.
Yikes, did I revive or no?
Guardian down.
No, they got me. Woo-wee, they're sending those little lanterns out. They want us gone. Look at all of that. I'm still burning. I'm burning for you. Cue the music. Cue the music. Who sang it? When was it released? Alright, we have to like stay around and get this ghost to stay activated.
Down.
Just got one shot.
Guardians, I'm just taking a few out, and then I'm going to go. I'm going to go for the rescue. Oh, man, they got... Oh, no! Did I not get you guys up?
No, you got me. I got sniped instantly. I went to move over and got sniped.
All right, we got to do this one again.
Come on,
Do-over, grudge match, grudge match. I could have stayed in my little cubby hole, but it would have taken me a while, Guardians. It would have taken me a while. And we made it there quickly. We made it there quickly. But Guardians, where you saw me stand, it's safe as long as you don't move around. You know, if you move a lot, you're done. They're going to get you there. They will get you. Q says, I despise that room. I love the challenge of it, Q, because it is so rough. Teams are wiped there over and over by the thousands. So when you get that room, you feel exceptional. It's a good feeling, especially when you do that on solo. I'm ready, though. I'm ready, Big. Now, I also really like Chill Clip here. Like, Riptide is really good. But I'm going to stay with something to just do from a distance. Do from a distance. Actually, I'm going to go Malediction.
Alright, I'm gonna go grab my food real quick, but I can start it.
Guardians, Gamer Snacks, send me a message on my channel underneath any of the videos. What are your favorite Gamer Snacks?
McDonald's.
I like chicken nuggets. I do, Big. I'm chicken nugget when it's gamer time.
That's what I just got, chicken nuggets.
I love them. Now, the thing about the McDonald's fries is they got to be hot, you know, and I like salt on mine, hot and salty. I'm a big, big fan. Q says veggie straws. I see the veggie straws a lot at one of the big box stores, Costco. They have it like a jumbo bag of veggie straws. I have a weakness for Doritos, but Doritos aren't good gamer food because, your fingers get covered up in Dorito spice. Chicken nuggets, I think, are really good. Veggie straws, I don't think they leave behind, anything residual. Cajun Gamer says use chopsticks. Cajun Gamer, I like your thinking on it. Chopsticks.
I've heard a lot of people say that.
And I really like the idea. Strong Boy Astro, it's good to see you, buddy. Thanks for hanging out with me. We're just... Big is going to grab just a quick bite, and we know how gamers eat, more than one piece in the mouth at a time. But, Big, you can load us in, and Q and I can just be working on them. Just don't move forward if you're not able to use your system.
All right, I'm Lotus in there. I'm watching March Madness too.
Cajun Gamer says make a cheater set, roll up the paper that they come in, and rubber band them together. Havoc Otter, hello buddy, how are you? Havoc Faded is off today. And I feel like we need to do a raid this evening. I feel like there needs to be a raid. Because we have not raided all week long.
I am definitely down for a raid.
I'll raid Ransom if you want to.
Alright, we have volunteers. That's a good sign. That is a good sign.
I actually, if we want to start the night on a high note, we can... I know how to skip all of Garden of Salvation, so you can join up on me and we can just do the final boss.
And delete all the fun, Astro? what are you saying?
Garden?
What are you saying? I know that Universally Stellar needs a run, although she doesn't normally play a lot
All
on the
right, Guardian.
weekends.
This is a smash and grab.
But
Smash some hive,
we
grab
need
a
to
ton
do
of
something.
thermite.
I don't know. You know, we'll when everybody gets together, I'm for voting on it. Because I really am up for any of them unless it's super late. And then I don't like Garden of Salvation really late. I don't know why, chat, because we've been doing Garden of Salvation, you know, rather quickly lately. But I still just feel like, you know, it's an earlier in the day. I don't feel that way about any of the other raids. I do like Vow of the Disciple. I like Crota's End. I especially love Crota's End when teammates know how to really bypass the swinging lanterns and the big hole in the ground, all the big holes. It just gets nice to get through that really quickly. Watch Polaris Lance. Have we ever seen a weapon just synchronize so well with what the artifact offers? It's really, it's astounding.
Soldiers, end it.
All right, now let's get these guys out. The little Death Tongue Chorister, he has to be weakened. I see his run over to his perch. Don't be concerned, Guardians. We will knock him off. Knock his socks off. He sometimes will fall. Jump! Jump! I really want to say that they've weakened them, chat. Did they weaken the Death Tongue Choristers? Because back when these things were originally released, Big, I don't know if you remember this or not, but way back when we were doing the one on Mars, you know, where you have to open up section A, B, and C, and then you go inside the Clovis Bray facility on Mars. And that Death Tongue Chorister that was outside, that thing, you know,
had more health than Oryx.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Do you remember that, Big?
Yes.
I just remember struggling to get that guy taken down. Of course, you know, then we learned some easier ways about just doing some other sections first. And really it became better to do, you know, section B or section C and then go back. I'm gonna grab you just in a moment. Okay. We've got a champion on the battlefield. He's unstoppable. This is a full-blown ogre. I'm being targeted. Alright, did we get all the champions? And I have been swiped here by a little ogre. Or not ogre, but a little thrall. It happens, Guardians. It happens. I had to slap him. I had to do it.
You're welcome.
Oh, Havoc would have been. I hope you saw that, Havoc. I hope you saw it.
But I worry we
EXO, I've been talking about your exploits inside of Grandmasters earlier in the live stream. We were doing the one on the Cosmodrome, and I was talking about that day that you, myself, and Hex went through it, and it was so tough. EXO, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you. And I have actually been trapped right here and taken down by one of those nasty little screebs. And you just saw...
Nice.
You just saw it happen to Big. They're vicious, Guardians. They're vicious. Now, I really do think it would be so much fun to have one like an overload screeb. I want the Grandmaster Plus. That's just totally optional. You know that when you feel like, yeah, I'm that good, you can go in on a Grandmaster Plus and get screeb champions. Oh, Havoc, I have not. I woke up really early, you know, again at 3 a.m. I'm going to have to quit going to bed, you know, at 9 a.m. But I did wake up really early, and I thought about streaming, but I thought, nah, I'm going to just maybe do something more casual. And then I lollygagged around, you know, one of my favorite words, lollygagging. Now, I really love Malediction. If you haven't used Malediction and you have it, pull it out because it drops these orbs. And they're so good. Can I survive over here? Maybe I can survive. If I don't move, I've never done this before, you know, with 3 people, with a fire team of 3. So it might not be good for me. Oh, see, no, I shouldn't have done it. Guardian down. Just not the same when you've got extra people in
Q,
here.
watch out.
He definitely spotted me. And I could have been on that yellow tubing, and I should not have been on the yellow tubing. Okay, no fooling around in here. We got to be serious. We got to be serious gamers for a moment.
I'm done eating my food, so we're all good.
All right. Big is charged and ready to go. Oh. I'm not going to stand over there really with 3 people moving around because the little sniper guy, he has a crossbow. And it is the most powerful crossbow in the game. I want a crossbow. We need a crossbow. I mean, it's a relative to the bow and arrow. Why don't we have crossbows? I feel like any weapon that the enemy has, we need one, but better. We need one better. But I want to load a crossbow and it load like maybe 24 arrows, 2 dozen. Let's put 2 dozen in and make it just high impact. A legendary. I don't want another exotic bow for the heavy slot. I want a crossbow that is legendary. I want 24 in the mag, and I want that thing to pack a punch. Maybe the arrows rotate. You know, you get an arc, solar, void, strand, and then it rotates back around. Make it interesting, I know, because 24 is a lot to put in there, but it could be interesting. All right, I am ready. Now, Guardians, I did save this heliocentric QSC sidearm because this has heel clip and it has incandescent. You saw me use one of these yesterday with a different load out, and I promptly deleted it as soon as I got out of the activity. I deleted it because, it does this. You would eventually just be shooting straight up in the air. It's worthless. I deleted it. And I do need to clean my vault. I'm aware of it. I am aware of it. I've got a lot of exotics, like, Heart of the Inmost Light. I probably have 4 of them. There's some exotics where I just have way too many. But I keep thinking that I need it. I keep thinking, oh, I'm going to need this, specific loadout on this exotic. Guardians, this is a Nightfall Grandmaster. This is on the moon, and it's a tough one. It is, I think it's right up there in difficulty with all of them. I was speaking with EXO when we were running some of these Grandmasters a couple of days ago during live stream, and EXO said by far he felt like the most difficult one of all is the one we completed earlier on the Cosmodrome with the Savathoons, or no, maybe the one on the moon with the Savathoons, because there are 2 of those where we have the ghost or the spirit of Savathoon, and I think that was one of them. But we're going back in, and I'm not going to goof around and, go to that really good spot. And as I was looking at it, I was probably on the tubing, and that's what really gave me a rough time there. Now, one of the most irritating things is when these guys start swapping places. These barrier guys will just, hopscotch, leapfrog over one another, and you will absolutely just lose your mind about how good the AI is in this game when they start doing that. I did use Indebted Kindness through here at one point. It's excellent. It's excellent. But remember, there is an ammo issue.
Soldiers, end it.
Guardian down.
Oh. Have a whole bunch of Selenians down.
Alright, Ogre is up. Let's get this guy gone before we do a revive. Because he's got an eye blast that's absolutely astounding at the amount of watts he carries. He's definitely high wattage. Q went for the rescue. Thank you, Q. And they will use the stones, all this rocks and the battlefield to really keep you from doing your best.
Guardian down.
Oh.
And remember, the barrier and the overloads, they are the main concern as far as the fact that they heal. So you can get a lot of damage done on these guys, and then they heal right up. Like that guy, I had to reload. It gave him the opportunity to heal up. Alright, now we have one more. We've got another champion. I think this is the last guy that we need to take down before we take the boss out. There could be another one behind that hive structure. Could be an ogre back there. Could be an ogre.
Opening and setting that perimeter tower to friendly. You're welcome.
Yay! The open air area has been cleared. But Havoc, I will take a look at them. I will take a look at them once we get this one completed, because I think this is Big's last one.
Yep.
But we'll have a war mine up and running soon. If anyone can
Now, Big, you've completed all the stuff for Riven and all that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, I have my what's it called? My.
What about the Guardian games? Have you completed all that stuff?
Oh, you meant Riven as in like the seasonal stuff. Oh, yeah, no, I did all that. And then Guardian games, I got the Sparrow.
Whoa, that scream! Ooh, that scream! Cue the music. We're going to have to slightly alter the words on that one.
Yeah, I got the exotic Sparrow, so.
Oh, good. I like it. I like the Sparrow a lot.
Or Skimmer, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, Skimmer. I think it's really a lot of fun. I love taking it through the Prophecy Dungeon and the pink ribbon area, the pink road. It was just great fun to go around all of that.
Yeah. Still need to do a few more of the Riven's wishes, but I have the whole storyline done.
And you got the exotic bow.
Yeah, I
Wishkeeper.
haven't done like the legend version of it yet or anything, or any of the catalysts for it.
It was rotten, Big. It was rotten, and they fixed the spot. You know, you used to be able to take Wish Ender and shoot right through the wall, but they fixed that.
It can't be as bad as when Vex Caliber came out. That was
rough.
Hard. That was hard on Legend. That was an actual legit hard Legend thing. We did that. It took like 2.5 hours. Because we did like the day came out when you were like really under light.
Yes.
And they like made it super hard for no reason.
I wonder, do people today, do they have that where you're just so far, under light, where even a lost sector at 1840 was, hugely difficult. I remember just working through some of them and you're way under and it just being super difficult.
Yeah. We had like the Vex cover mission though, when I did do it, it was like an actual challenge. That's what I liked about it. It felt hard, like I was struggling. Like back in like D1.
Well, yeah, Vex Caliber was ate up with enemies too. The thing that I didn't like about Vex Caliber, and I don't go into it today. Once I got everything out of there that I wanted, I don't go back into it. I don't like that the enemies don't count. They don't work on your kill counter, just like how they did the staircase, the thrallway inside of Shattered Throne.
Yeah.
They
I'm
did.
gonna die.
Vex Caliber is the same way. Guardians, this is another example of a little peanut head on a big, gigantic body. His fingers are bigger than his head. And it's the snipers here. They are absolutely a handful. Look at that! I dodged, and it still got me because I guess it locked on before I dodged.
I forgot how good kinetic trimmers was on the buzzards.
I like kinetic trimmers, you know, on everything, really. And it is available on a lot more because initially it was just, I think, Oxygen SR4 Adept maybe originally came out with that. Because I remember using that, you know, they call the boss in that Lost Sector Carl on Nessus. It's on the southwest side of Nessus, and everybody goes in there and practices on him. Come on, I was in my super. The crossbow, Scorn crossbow ate me alive. I should have stayed in the well, but I was in my super and I was going to get him. I was gonna get him. Sometimes, Guardians, it's just hard to play, you know, in that safe zone all the time. When you want to run out and punch a few of them in the face.
Ball's gone.
Woo, but I made it. I made it, and boy, did he ever target me right there.
Oh, watch out, Ransom. Be careful.
All right. We're gonna make this work, Guardians, because they're not gonna get us twice here. Well, 5 times, and look, there's champions out there. They're hungry. I just really want my super to build because even with a super, you know, we're in really dangerous. Look at him. Did he stun? Come on, that fluoresced. He's not stunning.
He's not a stunnable one.
Oh, he's not stunnable. Okay. I couldn't see his head. He's barefooted. Woo-wee! They are so angry. There's thousands of them out there. Somebody called ahead. Somebody called ahead. one of those hive on the upper level called ahead. The crossbow guys. Oh, man. Behind us.
Guardian down.
Wee! My gosh, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. Sorry, Q. I had to get in there. I had to make it. All right, how much does the little ghost need here? 95%. We've almost got it cleared.
Cracked it. You and Ghost are clear to move.
All right, let me pick my heavy up. And Guardians, just FYI, you do not even have to pick up the almonds here. This will time out. It will time out and give you 2 champions in case you needed them, you know, for revive if you were with a team. But if you're on solo,
Vault security re-up.
it's really good to not risk it if you're, you know, want to be a little bit more on the safe side. You don't have to get the little nut and shoot the hive symbols out. But it will rob you of your heavy ammo from the room. The hallway, you would be robbed of your heavy ammo. All right, the door has been cleared.
Vault open.
But it sure took its sweet time to open up.
Boom.
Now, do I want to try to get up there? Yeah, I do. Because this is the safest area for me, without a doubt. I'm going to try to give backup from this area. I do have a full complement of rockets. This can still take you down up here. And what we want to do is get him to the point where there's an orb carriers that are going to spawn on the battlefield. The scoring
Here, Q, come here.
crossbows are deadly even for me at this range. Now this wheel, this keeps him knocked back. He can't think super clearly here. As you can see, Polaris Lance work its magic. This is Hive magic. Sir Amalon, how are you, buddy? Hello, hello. Alright, we are working him down. He's getting close to the point where he would actually, move on. I just wish he would stand right there. Don't move, buddy. Don't move. I promise you'll be better. Okay, he's now immune. We're going to have a lot of extras come in.
I forgot this thing, like, it's terrible. Oh my. I forgot about the unstop this month. My bad.
I don't know where that unstop just went.
He's dead. At least they're focusing you, Ransom, which is...
Woo! They want me gone because I got rockets. I should have brought shoot to loot. All that beautiful ammo lying down there.
Guardian down.
Come on, come on. Dang it.
And remember, shoot to loot also lets you pick up orbs. Screebs on the battlefield. Screebs on the battlefield.
Guardian down.
The well was not enough for me. Ooh. Where's the boss?
Alright, we're working on him again, Guardians. We are working on him. He's feeling the pain. He is feeling it. Polaris Lance is penetrating him. His armor is not strong enough to stop those bullets.
I got one nade down. Should be doing a lot of damage still. I'm safe to grab Q. I'm about to have well too.
Wow, don't move. Don't move. We've almost got him. Okay, he moved. He heard me.
Dang it. I really thought he was going to stay. Rip the well.
Woo!
Let's see if I can get these to sun explode. No. Sun braces are ready. Yeah. Nice.
And he's gone. Bye! Enjoy your trip to La La Land. I heard it's a good soundtrack. Bye!
Encountered clarity. This was the beginning of
Oh my gosh.
second age after the Traveler. It was meant to be.
I've had a lot of Slammer adepts, though. A lot of them. Guardians, I wish that these were able, you know, once you've completed them all, I wish you could just choose the one you want to do at all times. I would not have got to go through these if it weren't for Big coming back into the game. You know, I would have had to just wait and do the weekly thing.
You seem the type to be
I
attracted.
feel like it should have been just, it should go to selectable. You should be able to choose any of the ones you've completed once you've completed them all. Now, how did I do there? 110, Big with 132, Q with 265. 129 to 243 was the score range. That was a good time. That was a really good time. Q, you were exceptional as always. Do tune in and watch Q live stream. I know Q's not always on Destiny, but you know, if you can get Q to do some solo Grandmasters, you're in for a treat. You're in for a real treat. And that is on Twitch that you would find a Q live streaming on Twitch. Big is also a live streamer. He's just really coming back into it after a multi-month focus on school. Big is coming back into streaming. Have you already been streaming today or yesterday, Big?
I streamed yesterday, not today.
What did you stream?
Yesterday I was streaming the GMs.
Oh, you were? Okay. I'll have to go on and take a look at them. I didn't see it pop up. Well, maybe I was with you in the Grandmasters.
You were.
Okay, that's why I wasn't watching. But let's go to the tower. Maybe I'm going to take a look at a couple of the swords and see if anything is good.
Alrighty. We also did a 3-man raid last night. That's what really got me back into, like...
Shaking the rust off last night in a 3-man.
Yeah.
I am supposed to go into a 3-man with Zemo, and then I hope it's all the players, but Vendetta or Aegis, either are fine, or anybody else that Zemo feels is, going to pull in with us. I think it would be fun. Mango, I would love for Mango to go, but Mango says absolutely not. Many of you know Mango from Clan Elysium. And from inside the chat and having played with me, multiple times in the game. Mango comes in from Germany and just an exceptional guardian in every way. And Guardians, just a little fun side note. I was looking at the clan video for We Don't Work Weekends. And I do have a little starring spot in there on their clan lineup. They've already chosen their day one raid team, and they have a video of that up. And not that I'm chosen, I'm just like a little bonus reel at the end of the video. It was a lot of fun. But they do show snippets of all the people, their 6-man team that will be going in. And that's We Don't Work Weekends. And I hang out some with Crimson, and Crimson's a member of that group, and several others of We Don't Work Weekends. They're really phenomenal folks, the ones I've played with. All right, let's get this deleted and cleaned up. Recycle a Guardian that might be coming up. Might be a level 1 in the Cosmodrome right now. A level 1, a level 2, a Blueberry. They could need those pieces. You know, I often wondered why as a new Guardian do I get the junkiest weapons in the game? I feel like when you're brand new, you need some of the best weapons in the game. That's not how it works, though. You have to earn those things. Demolitionist, Relentless Strikes, Eager Edge. I'm not going to keep this. I am going to recycle that.
Transferred.
All right, and Nox Perennial. Nox Perennial, the impact is wonderful, but when a charge time is 960 on a fusion rifle, believe me, you're done by the time this thing charges. And I actually have used this inside the game. It's on digital, a few months back now when this was originally released. And I felt like, the game had torn up. It was glitched. Something was awry because this just absolutely takes too long to fire. They're trash. They are trash. Now, if you've got a lot of time and you're looking for some big damage numbers, yeah, maybe you're going to love it. But I can get 3 off from my Cartesian coordinate before that thing fires 1 bolt, and then, I do far more damage. It's like these rocket launchers where you can have multiple. I do have a Crux termination that will hold, I think, 4 in the chamber, and you can get a lot of damage because I can pop off 4 while you're reloading. And that just really gives you an advantage in the battlefield, especially when you're dealing with an overload. It's just that good. It's that good. Big, I think I'm going to break for lunch, and I will be on later. We're going to, hopefully, if we can get a raid team together, I will drop you a note inside of Discord. Everyone,
Alrighty, I'll
please
be
be sure to check out A Big Nut. I've got stories about him on my... He's a legend. He's a legend. I've got stories about him inside of my channel. My first trip to the Trials of Osiris Lighthouse was with Big, and I don't forget that. Big, thank you. Q, thank you. Chat, I hope to see you very soon inside the gaming world of Destiny 2. Bye. Bye. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
No problem.